Welcome back to Footballology. Football is back and it's exciting. I was pumped. Sunday was just like, a little field trip day. You're all giddy and we're up early. I was up early anyways. Definitely had to be up early, watching pregame shows, the whole nine. Unfortunately, watching the games, though, definitely felt like a preseason game. I told people this whole entire offseason, or I guess not this whole entire offseason, but at least through the preseason, that not having fans at the stadiums was going to definitely make an impact on the game. And the impact was the energy that you felt on this side of the screen. It's crazy, like, everyone's always like, oh, I'll just watch the game from the comfort of my home, whatever. And you're so into the game, but not realizing that the fans at the game are putting you even further and deeper into the game itself. It's crazy. So not having fans at the stadium definitely sucks, but completely understandable. But that's not what we're here to talk about. While I was watching football on Sunday, I seen guys like Lamar Jackson taking care of business, guys like Trubisky taking care of business, and a lot of the young quarterbacks, even Thursday night, watching Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson themselves take care of business. And so watching a lot of the young quarterbacks in today's game had me thinking, what happened to Tim Tebow? And the reason why I asked that was that when Pat Mahomes was coming out of Texas Tech, everyone kind of criticized his awkward throwing platforms and throwing off of this platform that he's not going to succeed because of this and that and the other. A lot of people criticized Deshaun Watson for not having, a big arm. He was just a dual threat quarterback. Same thing for Lamar Jackson. I mean, Lamar Jackson has a nice arm, but, he was just a dual threat quarterback that can only run, blah, blah, blah. The whole nine, like, you guys know. And so, like, I started thinking about Tim Tebow, and I was like, this man never got that chance. So we knew Baltimore, Lamar's rookie campaign, they were like, Lamar, be an NFL quarterback. And it kind of watered down their offense. It really kind of not watered down their offense, but watered down Lamar and really put a damper on their offense. And then the following season, we've seen Lamar in his MVP year come out and do Lamar things that he was doing in Louisville. And so it was like same thing for Pat Mahomes and how Andy Reid adapted to Pat Mahomes. Same thing for, like, we see guys like Mitch Trubisky getting an offense built around him. They're trying to build an offense around Sam Darnold. They build an offense around Jared Goff. Like, quarterbacks are getting offenses tailor-made to them now. And Tim Tebow never had that opportunity. Now, we're talking about one of the best, if not the best, college quarterback of all time. And I don't know, because my college history is trash. So if you're a college fan and you're like, oh, Mike, slow down. I'm just saying, like, but he was probably one of the most decorated college quarterbacks of all time, though. And he got into the league, went in the first round, went to Denver, and he never got the opportunity to have an offense tailor-made to his skill set. And now think about if he was in today's game. Now, this was over like 10 years ago. So if he was in today's game, he would definitely have an offense that was tailor-made to him, an offense that would definitely showcase his skill set and give him the best chance to succeed. But at the time when he came out of Florida, it was all about be a NFL quarterback. Now it's like, what can we do for you to make you a NFL quarterback? And it's just crazy. Like, just real quick, look at this. So this is his career stats for his college years. So in passing, obviously 2006, he didn't really start. And, 2007 probably had one of the best passing years of his career, putting up, 3,200 yards, another 32 and 32 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and even the following season he had another 30 touchdowns. And that's just through the air. And then when you scroll down and you look over here and you look at what he did as far as rushing, in 2007 he put another 895 on the ground with another, hold on, did I say 23 touchdowns? That can't be right. Is that right? 23 touchdowns? Holy shit. No, that can't be right. Is that right? Okay, so even if he did, that's insane. But once again, we're talking about one of the most electrifying college quarterbacks of all time. One of the best winning guys. Like, he won. Like, if anything you can say about Tim Tebow, he's a winner. And that's something they always consistently said about him when he came out of Florida, is that if anything you can say about him, he might not have the throwing mechanics, he might not have this, he might not have that, but he's a winner. He wins. And so looking at this, you're just like thinking to yourself, like, how can a man be able to do this in one of the best conferences in college football and put up this kind of stat line through the air and on the ground and yet not make it in the NFL? And so we come over and look at some of his career highlights, and this man was decorated. Like, this man had some crazy awards on his stats, like on his resume, if you will. It's just some of the things he could do. So with all that being said, it just blows my mind that Tim Tebow never had the opportunity to have an offense tailor-made to him And even if he did have an opportunity now to have an offense tailor-made to him, like we had an opportunity to say, take young Tim Tebow coming out of Florida, and put him on a roster right now, wherever roster you guys want to put him on, whatever. Give him offensive coordinator, or give him an offensive-minded head coach rather, and get an offense tailor-made to him. What would he be able to do? Would we be talking about Tim Tebow as a Super Bowl candidate quarterback or MVP candidate quarterback? I think so. Like, as much as we wanted to knock him while he was in the league because of his throwing mechanics, because of, this and that and the whole nine, and a lot of people tore him up. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a Tebow hater. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and not because he was a Bronco, just because the NFL quarterback. And that time, I was really getting my feet wet as far as like looking at and kind of breaking down players and breaking down tape and just really getting in depth as far as who guys were. And now, 10 years later, I look back and I'm like, this man never had an honest opportunity to be a NFL quarterback. And if he did, I think he would be up there with Lamar Jackson. I think he would be up there with Pat Mahomes or, Jared Goff. I think he would have been contesting for a Super Bowl, because if he has that offense like Lamar has, that's tailor-made to him, that showcases his skill set, I think he can dominate mostly, if not all, defenses that are in the league right now. And defenses will be trying to get adapted to what he does and not having him get adapted to the NFL, if that makes sense. So I definitely feel like this man never got a true fair shake at, becoming an NFL quarterback. And I think if you put him in today's game, unfortunately we'll never get to see this, but I think if we put him in today's game, or just at least give him the opportunity to have an offense tailor-made to him, that he would shut it down. Like, he would kill the game. I personally feel like he was just too good to say that he was bad, in my personal opinion. So let me know what you guys think about this. Is Tim Tebow that bad, or could he have made it in today's game, or was he just not that good? Like, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you're not a footballologist yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. Subscribe to the YouTube channel today, become a footballologist, and stay safe, football fans.